Hello students, I hope you all are fine. Today in geography, we are going to learn a new chapter, chapter number 6, that is population. In this chapter, we are going to cover introduction, population distribution and population density. So children, is population good? Yes, population is a necessity. It is necessary today. Population is an important resource of any country. It becomes meaningless without people. The qualitative aspects of a population are important for a nation's economic and social progress. Human himself is a major resource. If human beings are not there, children, can you imagine in the whole world if the human beings or the population is not there, what can be the condition? The world without population. Just see how the world without the population can be. If there is no population, there is no use of such resources. But children, what is population explosion? When population increases in very short period of time, it puts a stress on the resources because resources do not grow in along with the population in same proportion, and therefore it appears that a huge population has become now an obstacle in the economic progress of a nation. But we need to keep in mind that population can also be turned into a resource. How can that be done? That's possible when population is literate, young, like India has young population as we had studied in chapter number 2. When population is healthy, standard of living is high, then the population can be considered as a resource. So children, here on page number 38, we have two types of maps given. Figure number 6.1a, India distribution of population where dot method, where dots are used, that is called as dot method. Another map on figure 6.1b, India population density, we can see the shading. So this shading, when it is used, that type of map is called as choropleth method. So what is given here? We can see that Indian population, how it is distributed. If you find this area in the northern plain and the very east of our country, and in the south part, there are number of dots together, means that there is more population concentrated in this part, because this part are the plain land. Children, when you go to see your own house, if you want to buy a new house, you would like to buy the house where there are different facilities available nearby your house. There should be proper road, transport system should be proper, there should be temple, church or mosque nearby, hospitals nearby, then you should have a school nearby. So all these facilities, even for entertainment, we need to have a cinema hall or malls or different gaming zone in that particular places. We like to reside in that particular types of place where there are facilities available. So, and this is plain land. In plain land, people are concentrated more. In the middle part of our country, if you see here, we have moderate population. We have plateau, some mountainous parts are also there. So here we have medium population. And if you see where the Himalayan mountain ranges are there, over here we find there is very sparse population. So even in the desert area of Rajasthan, very sparse population we can find. So we can see, children, that there is uneven distribution of population in our country. So why this unequal distribution or uneven distribution of population is there? We are going to study them in detail. Let us do the activity given on page number 38. Study the map in figure 6.A and 6.1b and answer the questions. First one here, states with highest population density. So highest population density means you have to see this dark orange color where it is given more than 500. So this color, where the shading is given dark color, those states we are going to mark. So which are those states? Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So these are the states with the highest population. Next question, states with lowest population density. So which are those states? If you see here, we have in index light color, very light color shading which is given, less than 100. We are going to mark those places. So which are those places? Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh and Mizoram. So state with lowest population density are all these states. Then on the basis of maps given, classify the distribution population in India on the following table. So in the distribution map, that is dot method, we have to see less than 100. So here less than 100, which are the states? So all these states you have to mark. Then between 101 to 250. So here this color, which are the states on this shade? So here we have to write Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Nagaland, Manipur and Meghalaya. Then 251 to 500 we have places such as Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, Jharkhand and Assam. More than 500. So just now we had marked Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So this is a way you have to answer the question. Next one, correlate the climate and physiography of India with its population distribution and write a note on it. So we need to correlate that due to the climate and physiography of India, how are the population distributed, and we need to write a short note on this. Correlate the climate and physiography of India with the population distribution and write a note. So what note we are going to write on it? That is, if the favorable climate is there, the density of population is high. If unfavorable climate is there, lower density or sparse population. Sparse means lesser population we will find there. Mountainous area, children, we don't like to stay on mountainous area. Very less people stay there. So we find less population. In a plain areas, we find that more people are concentrated in those places. in plateau region or plateau areas we have moderate or medium population. See, in the mountains, highest mountains, we see that here there is no more facilities available. So only less population reside in these places. In the plateau means highland, very flat land it is, but it is at the height, great height. So people here are medium. And as you all know, the places, desert places like in Rajasthan, where the climate is very dry and hot, the people would not like to stay over here because of lack of facilities and lack of water over here. So this way you need to correlate the distribution of population of our country. So if we go to learn distribution of population, we can see with the help of this pie diagram that most of the population are concentrated in the places such as Uttar Pradesh, 16% of population, Maharashtra, Bihar, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh. We have most probably 50 or more than 50% population concentrated in these parts. These are the places, these are the 5 places where more people are concentrated. Whereas other places, other states of our country, we find sparse population or medium population. India's population is around 121 crores according to census 2011. So children, we have census. Census means an official count or survey of a population. Means here, after every 10 years in India, we do the counting of population, wherein we count number of people in each state and all over in India. We also count number of males and number of females, number of migrant and number of inhabitants, death rate and birth rate, even literacy rate and illiterate rate. So all these things, we, even those who are employed, unemployed, all these details we cover in census. If for example, if our census counting is done on 2001, so the next last census after 10 years it happened or began in 2011. So according to this census, we have 121 crores people in our India. So India is the second most populous country in the world. India occupies only 2.41% of the land area of the world, whereas it supports 17.5% of world's population. So children, you can see here in whole world, on this globe we can see different continents. In that we have 2.41% land of India. Indians' average population density is 382 persons per square kilometer as per census 2011. So children, see, after the counting we get these numbers. So persons in full all over India, we have males and females. Then from here 10 years duration, 2011 to 2001 to 2011. So absolute percentage of males and females. So according to that, density of population per square kilometer means in 1 square kilometer we have 382 population. Thank God that all these people don't come at the same time on this 1 square kilometer. Then sex ratio, that is counting of males and females. So sex ratio is counted as females per 1000 males. So female counting was 940 per square kilometer. Even the age group 0 to 6, then literacy rate, and so on. So all this counting is done during census duty, or during the census, which happens after every 10 years. In India, population is very unevenly distributed due to physiography, climate, which plays an important role in distribution of population. As you all know, here we have Himalayan mountains, big mountains at great height, due to which people can't stay there. Here we have desert area in Rajasthan. So due to hot and humid climate and lack of water, people can't stay there. So most of the people are concentrated in the northern plain and in the south, where the land is plain land. So due to the fertile land, here in the northern part we have fertile land, we have availability of water, because here we have perennial rivers. Perennial rivers means continuous flowing rivers, which in summer season also provides us with lot of water. Then here a lot of human settlements, industries and trade, all these things, and availability of different facilities are there. As we all know that farming, industry and trade, the proportion of population got concentrated only in a few places. For example, in the northern plain, here this is the northern plain, where the land is very fertile from ancient time onwards. The Aryan people used to stay over here. And in Delhi, Kolkata, then Mumbai, Pune in Maharashtra, then Bengaluru and Chennai in southern part. So due to this, only the few places, people, more dense populated states, these are the dense populated states, where the people are attracted to those few states. On the contrary, in the mountainous hilly region, then desert areas, dense forest areas, density is sparse. Sparse means very less population is found in those areas, as discussed just now, because of inaccessibility, absence of facilities, tough life. So children, if the question comes, the population in India is unevenly distributed, so you can write these points answered, because in high density population, where the high population is found in northern plains, Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, Pune, Bengaluru, Chennai, etc., etc., means there are some other places where the people are more. Why? What is the reason behind it? Because fertile and plain areas, availability of water is there, suitable for agriculture, that land is fertile, so it is suitable for agriculture, suitable for industries, because it is plain land, we can establish your industries over there, suitable for human settlements and for trade. Now low density population, where there is low density population, okay, mountainous and hilly areas like Himalayas, and dry deserts like Rajasthan, dense forest area where there is lot of trees, these areas like Madhya Pradesh. Why there is less population in that particular region? Because of inaccessible areas, hostile climate. Hostile means hot and humid climate, and lack of water, lack of facilities or infrastructure, and they have lot of insecurity, then tough life. They have tough life in that particular region. Now if we observe Brazil, figure 6.2a and figure 6.2b, we can see here there is more population in eastern and in southern part of Brazil, because there are lot of dots found over here, means there is more population or dense population found in these parts. Whereas in the northern part, then western part and central part of Brazil, we have sparse population. So let us learn why it is so. So let us do the activity here. Here we have to observe this map and we have to question the answers. So what is first question? In which area is population great concentrated? As just now we had discussed that the population is greatly concentrated in eastern part of Brazil. Here see you find lot of dots here, and in the southern part of Brazil. So answer is southern and eastern coast of Brazil. This is coastal area. We can see here population is densely or high population is found over here. Second question we have, in which area is the distribution of population sparse? So just now we had seen that Amazon basin, Pantanal and here Caatinga, with these places in the northern part, in the western part and in the central part of Brazil we have sparse population. Okay, so northern, western and central part of Brazil. Prepare a note on factors responsible for the uneven distribution of population based on study of Brazil you have made so far. We know that in Amazon, here, that is in the northern part of Brazil, the region is highly inaccessible. There is hostile climate because of equator passes through it. Here equator passes. Lack of water in the western side. Here we have lack of water found here. Lack of facilities or infrastructure in the Amazon region, and which is densely covered with forest. As we all know that Amazon forest is densely covered with thick forest. Thick forest means there is no place that sunlight would enter in that particular place, and that is why it is said that it is densely covered with forest or thick forest. Then we have tough life in northern part, talking about tropical area and lack of occupation. So inaccessible areas, then hostile climate, lack of water, lack of facilities or infrastructure, tough life. So, and lack of occupation also. So here we have, if the question is asked, you can write, these are the main points you have to write. Then our next question is, identify the type of map showing distribution. So which are these maps types? As we had discussed earlier, this first one we have dot method. Then the second one which we have is choropleth method because it has shading, and dot because there are dots in those maps. Brazil occupies 5.6% of world's total land and has 2.78% of world's total population. Therefore, the density of population is around 23 persons per square kilometer. So, as we all know, in this full globe, Brazil has the land area which is little bigger than India, which has 5.6 percentage total land from whole world. Like India, population is in Brazil is also unequally distributed or unevenly distributed. Brazil is the most populated country in South American continent with 19 crore population. Means that in full South America, Brazil population, among South America, Brazil's population is more than any other country in South America. Brazil is fifth densely populated country in the world. So here Brazil ranks fifth. According in the world population, it ranks fifth. The interior or central, the northern and the western part of Brazil is sparse populated. Why? Because of unfavorable climate in north, then highly inaccessible dense forest in north, heavy rainfalls in north. As we all know that we earlier in the climate chapter we had learned about how the heavy rainfalls is there in the northern part of Amazon. Then variety of insects, marshy wetland in the west in Pantanal. Then tough life in the highlands are all responsible for sparse population there. If we compare both India and Brazil together, we'll find some difference in this. Percentage of land area occupied in the world, in India occupies 2.41 percentage of world area, whereas Brazil occupies 5.6 percentage. So area wise Brazil has more area than India. Then area wise, seventh largest country, India ranks seventh largest country in the whole world, whereas Brazil ranks fifth in whole world. So that means that Brazil area is bigger than that of India. Then total population we find is 121 crore in India according to the census of 2011, and 19 crore we have in Brazil. Then percentage of world population is how much in India? 17.4 percentage, whereas in Brazil we have 2.78 percentage. Rank population wise, as we all know, China ranks first, India ranks second largest populated country, whereas Brazil ranks fifth largest populated country. So even then Brazil, we can see that comparing India, Brazil's population is less. Density of population 382 persons per square kilometer, and in 1 square kilometer we have 23 persons in Brazil. So we see that if we compare both the countries' population, Brazil's population is much more lesser. I hope this first part is very clear to all of you. So we'll continue in second part the different characteristics of Brazil and India's population. Thank you.